Hello and welcome to Garage.tv. Today I have an exciting car from Audi. This is the TT. This is the third generation of this car. It looks much better than the first generation that was introduced 17 years ago. Now, if you look at the general lines of the car, personally it reminds me with the Lamborghini. Look at the side, look at the bumper. I feel they were inspired from Lamborghini. The headlights and the tail lights look much better now. The one I have here is both LED light in front and in the back. Look at these lines, it looks really amazing. Now, the car is already available in the market. It was launched in the Middle East at the Qatar Motor Show last March. The one I have is Quattro with the S-Line package and the S-Line suspension. It's priced at 219,000 Emirati dirhams. Now the Quattro of this car starts at 195, but the one I have is at 219,000 Emirati dirhams. Now the car, the performance is really amazing of this car. We're looking at a 2.0 four-cylinder engine that produces 230 horsepower. The car can accelerate from 0 to 100 km per hour in 5.3 seconds. So imagine all of this power on a small car like this one. I enjoyed it. It's really thrilling. It's really fast, and I absolutely love it. Now let's have a look at the interior. First of all, I was expecting to be cramped because this is a sport car and I'm a big guy, but I'm sitting comfortably. The seats are really nice, they are leather. The size is really good. I like it. Normally at this point I will jump at the back seat and to check the space, but the back seats are really small even for children. So personally I think of this car as a two-seater. Now the biggest highlight of this car is the virtual cockpit. Now we don't have the screen in the middle here that you normally have in more cars, in most of the cars, but everything was transferred to the dashboard. You can control so many things from this one. Now this one doesn't have the sat nav, but when you have the sat nav and you turn it on, the whole thing becomes an interactive map, which looks really amazing. I like it. Now from here you can control the car settings. For example, if you want to have a speed warning, if you want to control the driving assist systems. For example, you have the blind spot notification where it blinks on the mirror to notify you about any car in the blind spot. You have other settings that you can choose. You can switch between kilometer and mile, between gallon and liter. It depends on what are you used to. You have many notifications that come here. You can control your music, your phone, and so on. Now, one of the things that I like is that how you can look for names in the phone book and radio stations, for example. So normally Audi will have this pad here, a big pad you can write, and then it transfers whatever you wrote into text. But they integrate it in this knob here. Of course, this one you can control the virtual cockpit. But if you start writing on it, it will detect and it will transfer everything into text. Now there are many other features here. Of course, you can select the drive mode. You want it to be dynamic, eco, or comfortable. You can do that by the button here or through the virtual cockpit. From here you can have the system where the car automatically shuts down the engine whenever you stop at the traffic light, for example, to save fuel. This is optional, of course. You can turn off the traction control from this button as well. You can take the spoiler up or down using this button. It comes automatically at a certain speed, but you can control it from this button as well. You have parking sensors, which is always good, and you have the automatic parking system. Personally, I'm not a fan of the automatic parking system because they take longer than normally, but it's here, it works, but I'm not a fan of it. Now, all in all, the car looks good. I like it from the inside. Now, there is something that I really like, which are the AC dials here. Look at these screens. I mean, they don't look like screens, but when you start flicking them, you will see the change in the numbers here. It looks really amazing. I really like it. One of the things I like also is the lights here in the cockpit. They are like motion sensitive, so you just pass your finger by them and they will turn on, turn off. Now, all in all, the car looks really good from the inside. The audio system is really good. You have, I think, 10 speakers around the car, which makes it really good. I enjoyed it. I played music, and it's really fantastic. The boot is not that big, but it's not bad as well. It's a bit shallow, but you can have a lot of luggage here inside. You can fold the back seats to increase the space, but it's not that big, as I said. But this is a sport car, so it's fine as it is. I really enjoyed driving the TT. It's such a great car. I really like it. Now, it's very powerful, it's very fast, the performance is really amazing. Now, it's very stable on the road. Even if you're going around corners on a fast speed, you feel like it's just stuck on the tarmac. It's very amazing. Now, all in all, you have a lot of great technology in the car. For example, the virtual cockpit. I think all cars should be like this because it looks really amazing and it's very useful. Even like these dials here for the AC, they look really amazing. Now, all in all, the car is brilliant. Now, it's a two-seater. Even don't be fooled by the seats in the back. They are really small. I mean, maybe you can fit a baby inside on a baby seat, but it's not for even for kids. So if you think about it, it's a two-seater where you can have your baby securely installed in the back. The performance, as I said, is the best thing about the car. The sound of every gear shift, especially if you're going to the second gear and the third gear. It sounds like really powerful. It's really amazing. Now, of course, before you buy any car, you have to go and test drive it. For example, the one I have has the S-line suspension. Now, this suspension makes the car lower, stiffer and firmer for better and more dynamic for a better performance. But some people feel it's not comfortable, so that's why you have to try it before you actually buy it. Personally, I didn't have any issue with the suspension. I drove the car for long distances at various speeds and it was fine. So all in all, this car is really brilliant and I really love it. And it looks good and it performs really good.